Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Brave story. I'm MysteriousJG. Ladies are exploring the henna mines, hoping to find henna tattoos. So far, all we found are traps, bats, and nightmares. Surely there's something important and useful down here, right? Wouldn't it be great if we explored all this and then found out that there's nothing at all to be found without hitting that switch? Yeah, that'd be fantastic. I'm going to assume that if we follow this path, we will eventually get to one of those two gates over there and hopefully have the ability to change what a Tyronox and a Red Maw. Well, it's not as tough as it looks anyway. Kind of looks dangerous, but no, well, I guess this isn't leading us back to those places. Maybe if we'd hit that switch, it would have brought us into a really small self-contained zone that doesn't go anywhere. I guess we'll check. I imagine we'll get a chance to explore the whole thing before this is over, but I'd like to explore this zone as fully as I can before we ditch it. Oh, I see. Gates closed. Pretty sure you're the same guy that we just fought before, so I'm not that worried about you. Yeah. This is one we can open one door or the other, but they ultimately lead to the same place, so who gives a crap? I guess it matters because of this, although that, per the map, no, that is a door that can't be opened. Alright, well, looks like we should have hit that, switch. And again, the magic of warp speed makes this significantly more bearable than it might otherwise be. You're really punishing us for not hitting that switch. There has to be a switch on this side of it, otherwise we have to backtrack through everything. Which just seems, even for this game, to be obnoxious. I had a real love-hate relationship with this game. I loved despite some big problems with some of it, and I make fun of it sometimes, but I like the fact that they took some Final Fantasy elements seriously and had more of a Final Fantasy Tactics flavor. But there are some pretty obnoxious gameplay design elements, pardon me. Doing this kind of stuff, because I'm handling it fairly well, because I know I can just, like, go to turbo speed, but doing this shit at normal speed and having big, long stretches of dungeon where you gotta backtrack 8 screens to hit this switch you couldn't have possibly known you needed to hit, that kind of stuff would drive me nuts. At least there's a friggin' switch here. Wow, there's a whole lot of these guys, huh? Oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure that I've seen this screen. I read about this place as part of a trick for maxing out LP, which I don't need to worry about anymore. Just like doing techniques that won't set your guys with gambits that won't hurt these enemies, but also will prevent you from being killed by them because they just keep coming, prattling on about virtue. Well, anyway, that was what we were looking for, which is the thing that would allow us to leave. Or the switch. So now we have to come back this way, but that's okay, because we know how to get around here now. Let's speed it up. I really need to make sure that I end this video near someplace where I can save the game. And I'm expecting to find a false save crystal somewhere, because we were warned about that, and I would have to imagine that was for a reason. Hey, we got an ice shield. I would assume that's a rare drop. I don't think we were allowed to buy those. Okay, that's just purely decorative. It's not a... Yeah, not that shocked. At least two of them that close together that one of them at least was a trap. And I kind of figured they'd both be, but... Iron scraps. Knot of Rust is the real garbage treasure in this game. When the game wants to give you a big FU, it makes you fight really hard for a treasure chest, and then it has a Knot of Rust in it. Well, wait a second. We switched which gates were open and closed. Shouldn't that mean we can get in here now? Yeah. So this should certainly lead us back to the beginning. Or into heavy-duty plot.
Look at the Magicite. These mines much resemble the ones at Lusu.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It seems like lazy game design.
Must be searching for new sources of ore.
They must be mining these mines.
Should the resistance forces move, the rich veins of Magicite and Bujeba will be forever beyond their grasp.
Is it her? What is this mist?
Man. Oh, you just hear murdering everybody? There's a little page boy haircut, and she's apparently murdering all the Imperials.
The stench of fumes. The stench of power.
I love it.
What's wrong with her?
Stay away! Power-needy Hume!
She's freaking out. So no boss battle but yet, I guess. You know, it's nice we got a teleport spot. I was kind of hoping to be given, like this would end up circling back around. But, I don't know, I guess we'll see. But now I'm wondering if we have other screens to explore when we're done. I don't know where there'd be room for them, but if you look at the map, unless this place connects over here at some point, we've got a little zone here that we haven't explored. We'll have to hit that switch again to get out, make it all the way back, then hit that switch, and we'll have another little zone to explore. Because this doesn't look like it leads back there, which means we actually chose the first path, the right path, from the first time. I kind of figured we were picking the path that would lead to, like, loots. Should you encounter beasts within the mine, no matter how trivial, withdraw at once. A specialized crew will be dispatched to exist. Discretion is a better part of valor. I think we're probably going to have to handle this ourselves. Because I think this is going to be a boss fight. Okay, it's Guardian Beast from various other games. Atma weapon sometimes looks like this. I would imagine a souped up version of this will be one of the super boss, the Hunnic boss. It's Tiamat. Okay. I'm going to try my best not to kill this before we have a chance to steal from it, actually. Other than that, I'm not really that worried here. Because I think we're over-leveled enough that we don't have very much to worry about. This battle will probably actually be pretty boring. Casting arrow on itself and then reflecting it back on us, I would guess. But yeah, we're way over-leveled, so we're not going to get a whole lot of interest out of this fight, I'm afraid. Ooh, I wonder if we can poach it. Seems unlikely, but it is glowing. Any way I associate with enemies telling you they're ready to be poached. It is immune to poaching. Let's just finish it off. Hope the boys aren't too bored as we beat up all the dragons and ride chocobos and just do all this cool shit. Not sure what TIAMAT was doing in the mines, but I guess this means we just lit up the orb of wind. Perhaps we should be careful as we walk around the mines that we don't encounter Warmech. And various other Final Fantasy original game references. Congratulations. Your 4 pretty ladies won the day. Wah, wah. That actually, a palette swap of that monster called TIAMAT is the final ultimate optional super boss of this game, which is supposed to take, depending on your tactics, for a fully powered up party, 2 to 6 hours to defeat, and I do not know that I can be bothered. Just saying. Oh no, she dropped the crystal grenade. What? Is she being possessed by some kind of, like, spooky face guy? Guess it's better than being possessed by Shuyan.
What was it?
Was it inside her? Little sister. I think she might be a sister. I don't really remember for sure. Or they're all sisters. My page boy haircut was not enough to resist its evil powers.
When the Hume soldiers came to the wood, the village took small heed of them.
Figure there so much dirty Humes, you know.
The wood herself is safe from harm. The Viera give little care to goings on beyond her.
But then they decided to build a wall.
Uneasiness stirred. I had to discover why they had come.
So you came here hoping to find something out and got yourself caught. You're as foolhardy as your sister.
What? Hey.
They took me then and set close beside me a stone.
A stone of...
They said its mist would be drawn into me, that the Viera well suited this end. I saw the light coming from the stone.
Glad they explained it to you.
We have seen this.
Grish.
On Leviathan, the mist released from the Dawn Shard drove me too into such a rage.
It was pretty cool, actually.
She was taken not by the Dawn Shard.
But by
Manufactured nethicide.
the manufacturing of the nanomachines?
Then that means... Penella, the stone I gave you, do you still carry it with you?
No, I sold that thing a long time
it's
ago.
right here.
I pawned it. Well, that's rude.
This is a thing more dangerous again than I had imagined. I should never have given it to you.
Well, you gave it to me, so give it back.
Forgive me. I didn't know.
Well, now I can enslave Fran and her sister.
And even if it is dangerous,
Oh, look, he's
on
happy.
Leviathan it kept us safe.
And it made us have really weird eyeballs with big eye bags. As all characters do in this
There
game.
is a place for all things, even danger such as this.
It's called Danger Town.
I hope you're right about that.
Seems unlikely. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Oh man, we teleport back here? Now I have to go back and explore that place on my own time. We only missed like one room, I'm sure, but... Manufactured netherite is the shit. Bring some to us. We also want to go crazy.
Whispers. Take it. Lente's tear is a permission. Pass through the wood and leave. To other places go.
Get the F out.
That cannot be all.
We need
I
to
saw
say
it when
thank
I
you.
left the village. Evilise is changing.
Changing.
How can the Vieira stand and do nothing at all?
Changes.
Evilise is for the Humes. The
We
wood
live in
alone is for us.
Woodland.
But that is wrong.
We
How
should
can
rule the
just
world.
hide here in the trees when all the world outside is on the move?
Yeah, you tell him,
I
Treebeard.
too wish to live freely. To leave this wood.
Do not do this.
Look what happened to
You
me. I'm all
must remain
sexy
away
now.
from the Humes. Stay with the wood. Live together with the wood.
Otherwise, weird
This
Humes
is
will
your
stare
way.
at your butt crack.
But
Like they do
Fran,
mine.
my
I
sister.
am no longer of you. I have discarded wood and village,
Why is it okay
I
for
won
Fran
my
to leave
freedom.
and not her sister?
yet my past has been cut away forever.
Which was not
no
a good
longer
trade.
can my ears hear the green word.
It's been muted. I have congestion.
This solitude you want, Miern?
You want an ear infection?
Sister.
Sisters be doing it
Only
for
one sister
themselves.
remains to you now.
Oh no, the
You
chick
must
who's been
forget
mean
my
to them is
existence.
also their sister?
I am sorry to make you do this.
Ish.
She goes against the laws of the wood.
Yes, I did. It's awesome. I don't know why I
threw
won't
down
let
these
her do it.
laws. It is better that I do this. Better I than one who must uphold these laws herself.
Herself. Her shelf is where she puts her things. Anyways.
I have a request.
Give us Hishtaga.
Listen to the wood's voice for me. I fear she hates.
She doesn't even remember you. She doesn't hate you. Hate would imply that she actually cares. Or cares. What part of Fran are we looking at here? Oh, butt cheek, of course. Well?
The wood longs for you. For the child gone from under her boughs.
I'm actually kind of jealous. Jealous.
A pleasant lie, that.
I'm serious.
Be cautious. The wood is jealous of the Humes who have taken you.
It will murder them.
I am as them now. Am I not?
You am.
Goodbye, sister.
Sister. This is all because Bartello's such a stud, you know that, right? I could take this whole village with me if I wanted to. You obtain Lenter's Cure, which will let us pass by those borders. With Lenter's Cure, we can pass the borders of Galmore Jungle, the Grand Kiltis on Bur Armirshash, reach beyond our Bishop Shear Stun. Still selling stuff. Has he got anything new? Does not look like it. Alright. Spoke with the Vieira Elder about running my shop here. I was a little frightened at first, but she seems reasonable enough, Kupo. Speaking of frightening, I have on good authority they're monsters. Ugh, the mimics again. I guess it's a later dungeon. Before we came here, we walked away in a cramped little cell. The sound of machinery clinking and clanking, but here it's so quiet I can finally hear myself think. Po, po, po. There might be new dialogue. As a matter of fact, we really should go chat with them. I got a few minutes to call it a video here. I wanted to finish our business in the mines so that, other than mark missions, which might pop up, I wouldn't have any other reason to go back. But it would probably be a better use of the last 10 minutes just to entertain you guys with more dialogue from the village. Now that people might have different things to share. They might not. So let's just try a few NPCs and see. Many of our sisters have been lost to the beguiling winds outside the world. We must lose no more. Your coming holds no joy for us. Got it? At least they're explaining a little bit now. The wood whispers from the fringe of different land, bringing tidings from afar. A tranquil heart and a keen ear might learn much, never heeding to her gentle bosom. Ooh. So you guys like the gentle bosom, huh? Guess you would. It's land of ladies. Viera who lead the village, or Viera no more. Shadow and illusion make for fleet quarry, but there's little joy in their capture. You guys are rabbits. What the fuck do you know about capturing a query? I guess you hunt carrots? The flower that blooms under the water, the flower that blooms under the land, how are they alike? How do they differ? These things I will destroy. I mean, are they really different at all, or does the difference in how we perceive them? It vexes me. Maybe you should leave the village and think about something other than that. In truth, I should not speak to you, but it is all right. The others do not concern themselves with my doings. Here I was born and here I live. I do not think, though, that the past and present need dictate the future. Our houses bear little likeness to those of Humes. They are places where those of the like calling, be they wood warvers or salt makers, gather. Not like you, Humes. Your houses are not used at all for people gathering in... Wait, what? Task of wood is no small one. Do not disturb us. Why am I bothering with this? I never bother with all... Am I falling prey to the charm of the bunny chicks? I never bothered with the people in Rabanastra. Now, I did kind of talk to everybody in the town of Big Helmet guys. I guess, like, every time we go to a small town which represents another race in its entirety, I feel like I should try to learn about them. We have known of the Humes in the Magicite mines. They fear us and have not disturbed the wood. Mirren knew of this, but she left anyway. What a stupid bitch. Though does not so favor the sisters who show her blood. She is strict, yes, more so with her sisters. She again with herself. There was like 2 lines where Fran kind of made a rish noise that I've just globbed onto. Mirren has returned, but still a weight presses upon my heart. Why is that so? Is she different somehow? Is there something I might do to help her? Unlikely, you are not a... Oh, no, Rena, you actually are a named character, so maybe you're supposed to be able to do something. Okay, never mind, I've already talked to her. You a woodcutter? What was your name? Wood dweller. Our houses bear little likeness to those of Humes. Your houses are smoky and shitty. They suck. I hate them so much. Jote leads with Hala ever at her side. Hala herself is a solve maker. Okay. Once more, the village is quiet. All reason for your presence is gone now, is it not? Basically, she's saying, get the F out. We discussed the effects of different methods of storage have on herbal potency to matters so beyond your grasp. Nonetheless, hold interest for you. Damn, that is rude. One who's left the world should never be allowed to return. The elders who forgiving of her sister. When you guys get to the border, we should separate families. An indestructible sensation overtook me within the mind, reached out, closed my heart, then all was darkness. Full some shadow, ages and ages beyond the fear of you. What was it? Yeah, something kind of evil was going on, possessing her, it seemed like. Those who raise their voices against my decision, but I support her. I think she rules. You earn money against Greenwood. Foreign winds bring much trouble for us. Don't interfere, you'll get your ass kicked. Mirren is yet in her spring. Trouble her no more. She would shake and scatter before the rough winds that blow beyond the woods. Okay, alright, that's it. I'm done with a lot of stuff to do here. Because I'm calling it a session when I'm done with this, I am going to go ahead and let this video go a little long. Oh god, I kind of need to get on with my day here a little bit. But I really would like to just finish off that mine and be completely done with it. Not to the point where I'm going to fight my way back to the boss room to see if there's anything beyond it. But just to clear out that it has to be small area. And that first path where we could have diverted, and we didn't. There can't be a whole lot to it because I kept thinking we were about to double back onto the path that we had just come from, and we never did. But there really isn't that much room for that first room we came to where there was more than one direction you could go in, depending on whether you hit the switch to have the switch be red or blue. And I chose not to hit the switch because I figured hitting the switch would lead you forward, and not hitting the switch would probably just give you a little bit of loots or something. Yeah. Problem now is that we don't have chocobos. These guys just showed up and gave us chocobos. But we can actually get one here? Or not? Do I have Gaishaw greens? Sophon Entite, Party, Reserve. What if I came here to where I left a chocobo, or did I actually leave one here? I don't think I left one here. I'm not sure how the hell I get a chocobo. I think I might have to go back to other guy's village, the big helmet dudes. Oh, wait a second. If I am going to check if it's actually literally on this screen, to at least go to that screen. And you see I'm kind of ignoring treasure chests at this point. The problem is I don't have any Gaishaw greens. I don't see any place here where I would get treasure, or Gaishaw greens, or where I would actually I don't know. I will make my way back to Jahara and see if I can either buy Gaishaw greens or Chocobo Ride. Because they pretty much have the same effect, which is I'll be able to get to the place where I think I was supposed to go. And we're already going a little bit over, but that's okay. Cool, we can't actually get a Chocobo Ride here. What a shame, Ario and all the maps he has for sale. Your ride's free. He offers only good once. Alright. One free Chocobo Ride. And from now on, it will cost money. And it might not be wise to be using frame skip here, because I do have a time limit, apparently. I can only sprint 3 times. All this seems like it's designed to just mess with me. I'm not 100% sure this is the right way to go, but let's see. Chocobo path up there. This might be the wrong way to go. Yeah, I think it's the wrong way to go. Oh, I hope we make it. I mean, I have to give you some way to get back out, too, of course. Chocobo rides seem to be kind of a ripoff. Oh, well, there's where your chocobo is waiting for you when you come back out, I guess. Chocobo refuses to go any further. I mean, you don't want to get in the mines? Alright. Okay, video's going long, but we have to deal with this. We've got to clear this place out of all enemies, even though they rejuvenate. Oh. So now it looks like this boss room is actually connected. Or separation. Okay, apparently going to that side. Now we're in the boss room. That's interesting. Oh man. This is going to be a place with like additional screens with... This game likes to just like say, you know what, come back to the same dungeon, we're going to add 4 screens later with tougher enemies. Like it did in the Bartheim Passage or whatever. It's going to do that again here probably. But for now, we just need to go down a screen. To get past this, I need to hit the switch once to change the color. That is a gate operations thing. I need the actual switch. We'll come down one screen. Now when we hit this thing, because I ignored it, other 2 gates will open, and it looks like they're going to open into one pretty small self-contained area, although a bunch of blobs started appearing. Oh wow, it led to the map for this place, and that was it. Well, that feels like a big waste of time. Well, I was going to say, at least now we'll see how much extra stuff there is, but we won't. Because at some point we'll go beyond this, and then they'll say you found the Hanamine's candle, which lights up the previously unseen places. So, that's what this was, folks. Big old waste of time. Doing it out of order was, well, we didn't miss anything interesting, but we got an ice shield. Alright, well, whatever. Let's kill a bunch of jellies to make ourselves feel better. Now I gotta hit this switch to get back out. It's fine, thank you. Alright, we're done. Let's get out of here. You know, all that stuff and fighting Tiamat and didn't even get us to catch up and level with the guys. It looks lonely. We get a ride for this on this one for free because otherwise we would be trapped. So you can come through the Chocobo path. And then we'll get back to the save crystal and I'll call it a video. We've only gone a little bit over. Not too bad. Pretty sure we won't be allowed to ride that thing in the jungles anyway. Well, there we go, guys. So we can call it a video here. So the plot had a... I figured with all this stuff we did fighting all the way north to the Necrol of Nabudis, for some reason I kind of misinterpreted just how much plot stuff we had sidestepped. So we had that whole thing to do before we can continue on to the Burmace of Amarais, or wherever the hell we're going, the Vizandicados. But now that we can get past those little paths, there's 2 different ways out of that jungle. I don't know which one's the right one to take, but we'll certainly be trying one of them next time. And the MysteriousJG, thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.